Today at BritMums we're talking about bullying. Not everybody's favorite topic. I know it's one of my least favorite, and it's actually very difficult to talk about it. And I think my experience has been with the girl, the girl brand of bullying, which is its own particular brand of slow burn, trickle trickle in the playground. You can't play with us. I'm your friend today. You can't stand there, you can't stand here in the line. It's particularly, well, I've noticed in mixed classes when they mix the older girls with the younger girls. But this constant trickle and kind of beating on your daughter's self-esteem, I think is quite detrimental. We had a problem. I have three girls, and they've all been at some way, I think, exposed to this. It's so prevalent these days. And I think it depends on your own child, on if they can deal with it or not. Some just shrug it off. When my daughters just shrugs it off. I think the more sensitive kids, I think it's a little bit more of a challenge. One of my daughters came home in tears. It was the end of the school term last year. One of her friends had been doing this to her. You can't sit here, you can't go there, you can't play with my friends. And it really started to get to her. And so what can you do about this? Don't talk to the parents. A lot of people say that you should, but actually don't, unless you know them super, super, super well, like they're, your sister. Even that I wouldn't even recommend. Parents get really defensive, and I don't blame them, honestly. If someone came up to me on the school ground and said, your daughter's bullying my daughter, I think I'd get a little defensive too. So I don't think that's the way to go. A lot of people suggested. In my experience, that hasn't been the way to go. It just blew up. What else can you do? You could, I wrote about this on my blog, and by far the biggest recommendation, and by teachers themselves that left comments, were to actually talk to the school about it and don't let it fester. Bring it up right away. We went in and talked to the teacher, told him what was happening, was talking about, things that my daughter could do to help arm herself, being a little bit more confident, ignoring, and actually I think the most important was telling teacher right away so that they know what's going on. Other things that you could do, I think, and suggestions that were given to me were focus on other friendships. Have play dates, have sleepovers, really make an effort. I know for me, because I work, and I have three children, it's really hard. So when I do one play date, I have to organize three play dates, otherwise one gets mad. But to really foster other friendships, I think that helps, because it's harder to pick on a group of girls. If you're sitting out there by yourself, it's easy to pick on you. If you're with a group of friends, it's much easier to endure. Another thing that you could do, I guess, just remember, the biggest thing that came through actually was just to listen to what's happening and show that you support your child and don't ignore it. Really give them the time and show them that you're supporting them and you understand what's going on and you're doing the most that you could do to help that. And I think also really getting through the point that bullying is not about you, it's not about your child, although it might seem like that sometimes. It might be that you're always the one who's picked on. It's about the bullier, is that a word? It's about the person doing the bullying. It's their self-esteem. It's their issue. Unfortunately, that's hard to tell a little girl who comes home crying from school every day because, once again, she can't play with this friend or whatever. So I guess that's my summary. We're still dealing with it. I guess I'll update you later. We've had a big break from school. School just started, so hopefully things are going better this year, but I'll keep you updated. And if you have any issues, please email. We'd love to hear. Bye.